Ladies and gentlemen, crypto commanders, DEEjens, and whales alike, hold your breath, because I just found the golden goose that's about to lay a $2 billion egg. LEA AI is staring down the barrel of a 422x return. And if that doesn't make your pupils dilate like you just licked the blockchain, you're in the wrong market. Yeah, I'm talking millionaire status projected at just $2 per token. And that's not even the craziest thing coming your way. Oh, we're gonna unpack Bell's Coin, Altcoin, Blender, Bitcoin, and a DEEjen buffet that would make the wolf shed Quaalude tears of envy. But first, let me lace up this rocket-fueled loafer because, baby, we're blazing on all circuits. Now, listen up, you traders, techies, suit-hating rebels, and cozy couch degenerates. I drank the entire internet this morning. I snorted every tweet, injected the blockchain straight into my cerebellum, and ran all of it through my proprietary AI-enhanced, emotionally unstable trading algorithm. The same one that once made 50 grand in 90 seconds. Purely accidental, but glorious. And what did I find? Only the juiciest, crispiest crypto updates the digital universe has fermented. And I've distilled every single damn drop of it for you into market predictions so tasty you could serve them on a yacht next to sushi and regret. So let's just start with the insanity. Banks. Yes, those tie-wearing fossils who laughed at crypto back when you mined Bitcoin on a toaster. They're now going all in on crypto like degenerate gamblers in Vegas with nothing left to lose but their pension funds. According to Anthony Pompliano's convo with stellar queenpin Denelle Dixon, asset managers are diving in like they forgot how fiat works. Franklin freaking Templeton's got a money market fund on the Stellar network. That's not just bullish, it's full matador. And tokenized assets used to slap you with a $2,500 entry price. Now we're picking up slick investments for 25 bucks. That's the cost of lunch and regret, and we're not done. Also, hold on to your DeFi. Because President Tariff Trump just decided to nuke the international markets with Liberation Day economic warfare. Slapped a 34% tariff on China, and the crypto markets responded by stumbling like they just pulled an all-nighter with a Solana validator. Paul Barron Network called it market dipped hard. Bitcoin, which danced close to 90,000 like it was prom night, got slapped back to 81 grand. It's like it forgot how to lead. But according to Barron, that's not a collapse. It's a clearance sale. Today's hot topic coin carnival includes Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, Leah AI, Bell's Coin, Altcoin, and Blender. Why these? Because every single one of these bad boys is sitting at the perfect intersection between institutional interest and DEEjen wet dreams. From price stability to 5,000% projections, these coins are more relevant than breakfast tacos at an SEC hearing. Let me tell you how it all connects. Picture this. I'm in the middle of a bull market orgy in Dubai. I've got 3 phones, one strapped to each ear, and another trading Doge manually on a burner with a busted screen. Why? Because a UAE sheikh offered me a digital llama NFT if I could flip 10 grand into 100K by midnight. And you'd better believe I did it. How? Tokenized real estate, stellar-backed money market, and yes, a half lemonade, half hype position in ADA. That's why when Denelle Dixon says the suits are lowering entry prices to $25, I feel seen. The game's changing, and I helped write the rulebook with a cocktail napkin and a Sharpie at 3 a.m. on a helicopter. Now let's crack open the altcoin piñata and see what explodes. First on the chopping block, Bitcoin, the almighty original. Crypto's RU says it is basically holding steady at 82 grand, and when everything else is nosediving like meme stocks on a Monday, holding the line is victory. No Bees Crypto points out that pending legislation, yeah, I'm talking Stablecoin Act, baby, could mean big tech's about to spoon-feed crypto to the masses. We're talking Apple wallets, Google Pay integrations, maybe even Alexa whispering, "Buy more Ripple" in your sleep. Potentially millions of newbies entering the arena. What's that smell? Oh yeah, liquidity. And since we're talking altcoins riding Bitcoin's reigns, let's talk XRP and ADA. XRP, despite crypto gains' wild ambitions of a $20 pump, requiring a $1.2 trillion market cap no less, is still sitting in the speculative aisle. But listen, if you're holding 20,000 coins and imagining an early retirement sipping zero-G martinis on a moon base, well, dream hard, DEEjen. Dream hard. Meanwhile, ADA is moving like your favorite SteadyX. Boring, consistent, and quietly stacking utility points while others crash at the club. Cryptos R Us suggests watching ADA closely. It's correlated with Bitcoin and doesn't twitch until the king moves. Good partner, but maybe not the alpha thrill you want on a first date, still. Could be a slow burner that turns your grandma's savings into beachfront property. Now let's lighten it up with a Bullfort bonus story. I once created a 12-token DEEjen ETF using nothing but sushi memes, AI hype, and a 3 a.m. conversation with a coder I met in a Discord channel labeled Pump Party. Within 2 weeks, it either 5x'd or completely vanished. Can't remember which. I was in Vegas, high on protocol upgrades and discount room service, but that is exactly the gritty glory of the altverse, my friends. You don't just trade coins, you live them. Now let's really pivot to the sizzling meat of the skewer, DEEjen intrigue. Before we slather ourselves in AI charts and fantasy tokenomics, we gotta check the pulse of the macro stage. And oh boy, it's a full-on economic demolition derby. Trump's tariff tantrum dropped a duffel bag of bricks on the markets. Crypto banter covered this in April, just got worse. And let me tell you, China's not bringing fortune cookies, they're bringing firepower. That 34% tariff move, it canceled out a cool $1.7 trillion from the market faster than you can say stimulus check. Crypto Crew University, meanwhile, plays psychologist and chalks it up to April Fool's level insanity, but the crowd split. Some fear apocalypse, others like Arthur Hayes just dropped an end-of-year Bitcoin prediction of $250,000. Read that again, that's millionaire maker math right there. Let me say that slower for you, alpha degenerates pacing your bedrooms. Bitcoin, $250,000. If that doesn't slap you into a cold sweat of excitement, check your pulse or your cold wallet. Let's go a level deeper. Here's what my AI yoga meditating trade bot says. Bitcoin holds 81 grand through this firestorm, and that means institutions have quietly begun accumulating. You're not seeing fireworks yet because whales don't honk their horns when entering the pool. They just displace everything. Ethereum's being eyed as a sleeper hit. Benjamin Cowan believes movement could be on standby until Bitcoin dominance tapers. That's your early whisper, so don't ignore the little guy. All right, enough restraint. Let's go full DEEjen, baby. Credit to Crypto Gains, who dropped a banger about this new AI price prediction tool that makes mine look like it runs on dial-up. Picture this. You got 50,000 Leah AI tokens. You want $1 million? You need it to hit 20 bucks. That takes a market cap of $20 billion. Doable? Maybe not tomorrow, but a $2 price tag gives you 422x. That gives you the Lambo, the penthouse, and a solid shot at early retirement by Tuesday. Same thing with Bell's Coin. 10,000 coins, target of 10 bucks. That's a $598 million market cap. Respectable. Altcoin, set sights on $1. High potential with a $1.7 billion target cap. And Blender, oh sweet Blender, a realistic $5 stretch puts you at a 200 mil valuation, and that's ground we've already covered. And here's the crypto hack of the week, coming to you hot from DEEjen Frontlines. Don't just pick altcoins based on price. Look at that sweet, juicy market cap. If a token's at 2 cents but needs 100 billion in cap to 10x, that's fantasy land, not a plan. Adjust your buys based on what's actually achievable. Be delusional in dreams, not in charts. Quick climate check before the rocket launch. Banks getting into the game, tariffs rattling the cage, Bitcoin at $81,000, anchoring the market like the heavyweight champ it is. Optimism is bubbling. And now it's time for the Bullfort lightning round. So you want the trades I'm making on my super yacht? You got them. Buy Bitcoin at 81,000. We're bouncing back with Trumpian aggression. Scoop some Leah AI now before it eats steroids and flies to $2. Bell's Coin, accumulate sub-dollar and nap until your investment wakes up rich. Altcoin, high potential, mid-risk, relatively sane cap, could be the sleeper. Blender, your practical DEEjen dart throw. History says it can spike. Just remember, I don't trade with money, I trade with spite. And I'm not stopping until I see CNBC anchors crying into their spreadsheets because we just aped into generational wealth. Now, bonus concept drop. Crypto villains? Oh, I've got them. Let's talk about the regulators. Those suited up swamp creatures who see stablecoins and twitch like someone just insulted their fax machine. You're telling me the Stablecoin Act, which passed a damn committee vote, could finally usher in a fusion of crypto and traditional finance, and these clowns are still reviewing implications? Wake up! The banking lizards are already onboarding clients onto the Stellar network. They got Franklin Templeton on speed dial while you're stuck waiting for your broker to update Java. And finally, the outro with more heat than a nuclear Doge reactor. Smash that subscribe button like it's a leveraged short you're closing with tears of joy. Torch your notifications. Ride with the pack. The next video is going to have token breakdown so deep the Fed will open an inquiry. And if you don't watch it, well, let's just say you'll be stuck watching your neighbor retire early on Bell's coin while you refresh your Robinhood app waiting for hope. Bullfort out.